And how are you all? What's up, guys? Hi, everyone. Okay, so this is Richa Patel, and I'm your maths mentor. I'm back with some new content as we have started rational numbers, and we already have done 2 sessions on rational numbers in which we have covered rational numbers, properties of rational numbers, in which we have studied about commutative property, closure property, associative property and distributive property. After then we have studied about identities, that is additive and multiplicative identity. Additive identity is basically 0, multiplicative identity is 1. Additive identity says that whenever we add 0 to a number, it gives us the same number, and multiplicative identity says that when we multiply a number by 1, it gives us the same number. Now then we have covered additive inverse, in which we have seen that additive inverse is basically the inverse of the original number, in which you have to change the sign. For example, if the question says what is the additive inverse of 4, you will say minus 4. Then we have seen reciprocal, in that we also call as multiplicative inverse. हम reciprocal को multiplicative inverse भी कहते हैं, जिसमें हमने देखा कि whenever the question asks about the multiplicative inverse of a number, you just have to reciprocal that number. For example, 4 का multiplicative inverse is 1 upon 4, right? Okay, then today we will cover representing rational numbers on number line, and this topic we will do, that is finding rational numbers between two rational numbers, in the next class. Today we will cover only one topic, that is representing rational numbers on a number line. So we will start the class with a quick recap. We will do some questions that we have studied in the last class, and then we will start today's content. So first question is, what is the reciprocal of 0? Try it out, everyone. Yeah. So what is the reciprocal of 0? So basically reciprocal of 0 is, try to understand it like this way. So we will say 0 upon 1, because we know if no number is in the denominator, we say 1 is in the denominator. So the reciprocal of 0 upon 1 will be 1 upon 0, and we know that 1 upon 0 is not defined. That means reciprocal of 0 upon 1 will be not defined. Got it, everyone? Sorry, not defined. Option D, not option C, option D. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, next question is, what is a rational number but not an integer? What is a rational number but not an integer? So as we know, integers are those numbers. Integers are basically all the numbers that are negative, that are positive, including 0. So minus 2 is a negative number. It is an integer as well as it is a rational number. 0 is an integer. 5 is an integer, right? But if you look at 3 upon 4, 3 upon 4 is a rational number but not an integer. So we will say 3 upon 4 is a rational number but not an integer. Right, everyone? Clear? Okay. Now next question is, additive inverse of 2 upon 3 is dash. What is additive inverse of 2 upon 3? So basically in additive inverse we have seen that the number, you just have to change the sign of the number, because additive inverse says what we can add to a number, so the resultant is 0. So we will say 2 upon 3 mein what we can add, so the resultant is 0. So what we can add to 2 upon 3, so the resultant is 0 if we add minus 2 upon 3. Option number B, right? Yeah. So we saw additive inverse of 2 upon 3 will be minus 2 upon 3, because 2 upon 3 plus minus 2 upon 3 will give you 0, right? So additive inverse is minus 2 upon 3, right? Okay, so we have seen this question and now it is clear to everyone. So now we are doing the next question of properties of rational number, and the question is saying which property is used in this expression. You can see the expression and you have to tell which property is this. Is it commutative, associative, distributive or identity? So see guys, this is A into B plus C, and that we know is equal to A into B plus A into C, right? This we know. So this is which property? This is distributive property that says A into B plus A into C, right everyone? Now we are going to start today's topic, that is representing rational numbers on number line. How we can represent rational numbers on number line. So as we know, first of all you guys tell me, do you think is there any rational number that exists, is there any number that exists between rational integers? The question is saying, are there any numbers in between integers? Yes or no? So yes, there are numbers between integers. So these numbers are known as rational numbers. That means there are infinite numbers of rational numbers between two integers. For example, let's pick an integer -1 and let's pick an integer 1 and let's pick an integer 2. So there are numbers between them. Yes, there are numbers between them that are known as rational numbers. So which numbers we can say here are? So we will say maybe it is 1 and 2 के बीच में, let's say 3 upon 2, 2 upon 2, 6 upon 2. These numbers can lie in between these numbers, right? So yes, we are having infinite rational numbers between two numbers. Now we are seeing how to mark these rational numbers, right? Let's say we are having a number line, this. Now I hope everyone knows about number line, that in number line we are having positive integers as well as negative integers, and in between there is a 0. The numbers that exist in the left side of the number line are known as negative integers. The numbers that are existing in, the numbers that exist on the right side of the number line are known as positive integers, right? So we will always say positive integers are greater than negative integers. Positive integers, that means numbers on right side are always greater than numbers on left side. So this was the overview about number line. Now we will see how to mark them on the number line. Let's say we are having a rational number. Let's take minus 2 upon 3. So this we will do in 3 simple steps. Step number 1 is to identify that the rational number lies between which two integers. Okay. As it is a negative rational, so no doubt it will lie on the negative number line. But your first step is to identify that ये rational number कौन से दो integers के बीच में आता है. Now how you can find that is, you will just find the decimal value of this number. The decimal value of minus 2 upon 3 will be, I think, 0.66, right? Yeah. So we have to represent, let's say, a number that is minus 6 upon 10 on a number line. So what we will do firstly is, first of all, we will decide minus 6 upon 10 lies between which two integers. As it is a rational number, हमें पहले decide करना है कि minus 6 upon 10 किन दो rational numbers के बीच में आएगा. So let's take, this is a number line, 0 is in the center. right? And it is clearly visible that minus 6 upon 10 is a negative rational number, so no doubt it will lie in negative integers. Now step number 2, नेगेटिव तो हमने डिसाइड कर लिया, लेकिन नेगेटिव में कौन से दो नंबरों के बीच में लाई करेगा हमें ये डिसाइड करना है. तो व्हाट वी विल डू इज हम इसका वो निकालेंगे डेसिमल वैल्यू. माइनस 6 अपॉन 10 का डेसिमल वैल्यू इज 0.6. right? Now 0.6 means the number is greater than 0 but less than 1. So the number line will be 0 to minus 1. Because this number lies between 0 and 1, and since it is a negative rational, so it will be lying between 0 to minus 1. Right? Step number 1, to decide the rational number lies between which two integers. Here it lies between negative integer. Step number 2, to see the denominator. Denominator is 10, that means we will do 10 parts of the number line. Whatever the denominator will be, आप उतने parts करोगे rational number line की. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8th, 9th, and this is 10th. Right? Now your work is over, there is nothing. This is minus 6 upon 10, you will start from minus 1 upon 10. This is minus 1 upon 10, this is minus 2 upon 10, this is minus 3 upon 10, this is minus 4 upon 10, this is minus 5 upon 10, and this is your required point minus 6 upon 10. And if you want to move forward, this is minus 7 upon 10, minus 8 upon 10, minus 9 upon 10, and this is minus 10 upon 10, that is minus 1. Right? That means the number minus 6 upon 10 will lie between here. Got it, everyone? So if you guys want, I can mention the steps used in this. So step number 1 is to decide the rational number lies between which two integers. Step number 2 is you have to see the denominator. You have to see the denominator and do the parts of the number line according to the denominator. Right? And then you have to mark the required point. Right? These are the steps of marking the number on the number line. Let's take one more example for better clarity. Let's take a number. Let's take a number minus 7 upon 3. Right? No, negative we have done. Let's take plus 7 upon 3. Right? Now the number line, you have to decide this irrational number will lie between which two integers. So when you will calculate the decimal value, it will be 2 point something. Right? That means the number is greater than 2 but less than 3. Right? That means the rational number will be lying between 2 and 3. Right? Now the denominator is 3. You will do 3 parts of the number line. 1, 2, 3. Right? Step number 3. Now this is my 7 upon 3. So don't you think somewhere here it was 6 upon 3? Right? Because 3 2s are 6. तभी तो 2 आया ना. जब यहाँ पे 6 upon 3 होगा तभी तो 2 आएगा. So if this is 6 upon 3, then this is 7 upon 3, this is 8 upon 3, and this is 9 upon 3, that is 3. Right? So this is your required point. Now I had given you the number when the denominator is greater than the numerator. I had given you an example when the denominator is less than the numerator. दोनों के example मैंने दे दिए हैं. You can watch the video again so that you will get a better clarity की how to find this. Right? Now this is how to find rational numbers between two integers. Now we will do some questions of this. Your question number 1 is, on a number line, which number lies to the right of minus 2? Think. Which number lies to the right of minus 2? So if you look at the number line, numbers in the left are negative integers. So this is 0, -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. Right? You have to tell right of number line. This is -2, right of -2 exists, -1. Option number C. Rest of the numbers exist in the left of -2. Right? So the answer is -1. I hope now it is clear to everyone how to find the range of the rational number. Next question is, which of the following lies between -1 and 0 on the number line? You have to tell इसमें से कौन सा rational number है जो -1 और 0 के बीच में आएगा. अच्छा, let's see option number A. Option A is -2. This is 0. This is -1. This is -2. -2 तो बिल्कुल अलग है ना, 0 और -1 के तो बीच में नहीं आ रहा. और -2 is wrong. 1/2. 1/2 is a positive rational number. It will lie on the right of 0. That is 0 और 1 के बीच में 1/2 आएगा. 0 और -1 के बीच में नहीं. -3/2. -3/2 will lie between -1 and -2 because it is -1.5. तो -3/2 कहीं यहाँ आएगा. Right? And the last one is -1/2. Now -1/2 will lie between 0 and -1 because it is lying between. जब आप इसका -1/2 का decimal value निकालोगे, it will be -0.5 and -0.5 will lie between 0 and -1. Right? So this is how you have to find कि rational number किन दो integers के बीच में lie करेगा. Next question is, how many rational numbers can be found between -1 and 1 on a number line? See guys, I had told you that infinite rational numbers will exist between any two integers. You can find n number of rational numbers. जितना चाहो उतना निकाल सकते हो आप rational numbers. So there is no range of finding rational numbers. We will say we can calculate infinite rational numbers between two integers. Right? Now this was all about the topic. We have covered 5 topics till here. The topics are rational numbers, properties of rational numbers, additive and multiplicative identity, additive inverse, reciprocal, and then we have covered representing rational numbers on a number line. These topics we already have covered. In the next class we will study finding rational numbers between two rational numbers. This is your next topic. And if you have doubt regarding the content, you can ask me in the chat comment box. We will discuss it. And this is all about the class. So see you guys in the next class. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.